Tēnā koutou katoa, nau mai, hara mai ki tōku reo. I'm Raimuna. Tēnā koe raukura. Kei te pēhea koe.
Kei te pai, kei te pēhea koe.
E kare, tau āhua anō.
Kei te pēhea koe. Welcome to Tōku Reo, a fun and user-friendly way to get into te reo, based on John Moorfield's popular Māori language resources, Te Whanaki.
We've got lots of stuff you can do at home to help you along. We'll let you know later in the show how you can access our website and all the interactive exercises that go with it, including how to download them to your iri paoho. That's our iPod, if you didn't know out there, raukura.
Flash, all right, brother. Now you're just showing off. Bane will teach you that word later in the Te Taura Whiri segment, but right now, let's get into it. It's grammar time.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
Establishing ties to each other is important in Māori society. When you meet someone for the first time, you'll need to know how to ask them what their name is and how to respond when they ask you the same question. To ask someone their name, I would say, ko wai tō ingoa. And to reply, I would say, ko raukura taku ingoa. Let's take a look. Ko wai tō ingoa. What's your name? Ko raukura taku ingoa. My name's Raukura. Did you notice that the response follows a similar pattern to the question? Let's take another look. The word wai is the question word and is replaced by the answer, which in this case is raukura. The word tō in the question means your. Therefore, it is replaced by the word taku in response, which means my. Ko raukura taku ingoa. Let's check out some more examples. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko patariki taku ingoa. My name is Patariki. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko āwhina taku ingoa. My name is Āwhina. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko grey taku ingoa. My name is Grey. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko Claudia taku ingoa. My name is Claudia. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko Hemi taku ingoa. My name is Hemi. It's time to see our new language pattern used in a real situation. So let's cross to our friends. They're at my favourite hangout, the food court. You hungry? Kia ora, kora. Kia ora.
Kia ora, Māruia. Kei te pēhea koe.
Ka nui te pai. Kei te pēhea koe.
Kei te ora. Pull up a chair. We just finished having a feed.
Ko e tō ingoa.
Ko Jay taku ingoa. Ko ai tō ingoa.
Ko Mahina taku ingoa.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
In the last episode, you learnt a few responses to the question, kei te pēhea koe. We all know that there are lots of different ways to answer this question. So let's take a look at some more examples. Kei te pēhea koe. Kei te wheru, weary, oppressed, or absolutely stuffed. Kei te pēhea koe. Hui anō, so-so, well enough. Kei te pēhea koe. Kei te kaha tonu, still strong. Kei te pēhea koe. Te mutunga kē mai o te pai, never better. Kei te pēhea koe. Kei te pōkia e te mahi, very busy, snowed under. Now that you've got some more responses under your belt, we'll cross to our friends at the food court to get an idea of how it's really done.
Kei te pēhea koe mahina.
Kei te kaha tonu, kei te pēhea koe.
Te mutunga ke mai o te pai. Everything's going great for me at the moment.
I'm just off to get me a milkshake. Anyone want one?
Yes, please. Kei te hia inua hau.
Hatupu, kaora, hii!
What's your name? Later in the show, we're going to test you on that one. So let's take another look at the examples we've seen for asking someone, what's your name?
Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko Patariki taku ingoa. My name is Patariki. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko Āwhina taku ingoa. My name is Āwhina. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko Gray taku ingoa. My name is Gray. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko Claudia taku ingoa. My name is Claudia. Ko wai tō ingoa. Ko Hemi taku ingoa. My name is Hemi.
We also looked at some more ways of responding to the question, kei te pēhea koe. Repetition's where it's at whānau, so let's take another look at the examples. Kei te pēhea koe. Kei te wheru, weary, oppressed, or absolutely stuffed. Kei te pēhea koe. Hui anō, so-so, well enough. Kei te pēhea koe. Kei te kaha tonu, still strong. Kei te pēhea koe. Te mutunga ke mai o te pai, never better. Kei te pēhea koe. Kei te pōkia e te mahi, very busy, snowed under. Coming up after the break, our 10 new words, plus we'll let you know how you can access our website and get some practice using everything you've learnt. Here's some dialect to keep you in the know.
When you are greeting someone, when you come face to face with someone that you haven't seen for a while, or in a group where you're speaking to people, you would go up and say, e hika. And that's your form of drawing that person's attention to you, and she's a special person, no matter who she is, someone special that you want to talk to.
Hatupu, kaora, hii! Hatupu, kaora, hii!
To reinforce what you're learning on Tōku Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode, as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanake resources, more exercises, a forum for Tōku Reo viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia uru!
Hatupu, kaora, hii!
Welcome back. Now, if you're like me and you just can't get enough of te reo, visit our website after the show at tokureo.maori.nz. Right now, though, let's get stuck into some vocab. In this section, we'll explore some new Māori words that will expand your vocabulary and assist you in developing the language patterns you have learned. Here are today's first 5 words. Now, you'll hear the pronunciation of the word first and then you'll see how it's spelled. Po, be consumed, exhausted or used up. Po. Taku, mai, taku. Kaha, be strong, able or energetic. Kaha. Tō, your, one person singular, tō. Hau, wind, air or breath. Hau. Now we'll review the same 5 words, but this time you'll see an image of the word first to help you remember it. Then you'll hear the word followed by how it's spelled. Po, be consumed, exhausted or used up. Po. Taku, mai, taku. Kaha, be strong, able or energetic. Kaha. Tō, your, one person singular, tō. Hau, wind, air or breath. Hau.
Katipu, kaora, hee!
Woohoo! 5 down and 5 to go. Here are the next 5 words. You know the drill. You'll hear the pronunciation of the word first and then see how it is spelled. Now, you may remember these words from a previous episode, so try and guess the spelling before you see it. Inu, to drink. Inu. Ora, to be well, alive, safe or recovered. Ora. Aho, or o. Both can mean I or me. Aho, o. Moi, to sleep. Moi. Nui, to be large, big, many or plentiful. Nui. In this next segment, you'll see a visual to help you remember the word. Then you'll hear the pronunciation of the word, followed by how it's spelled. Check it out. Inu, to drink. Inu. Ora, to be well, alive, safe or recovered. Ora. Aho, or o. Both can mean I or me. Aho, o. Moi, to sleep. Moi. Nui, to be large, big, many or plentiful. Nui.
Katipu, kaora, hee!
You have now learnt 10 new words, or kupuho, so well done. Try to use these new words as much as you can at home. Now, if you didn't get a chance to write the new words down, don't worry about it. Just go to our website where you'll find the complete word list for this episode. But let's have one more look at all the new words we've learned. Now remember to say them out loud at home. Po, be consumed, exhausted or used up. Po. Taku, mai, taku. Kaha, be strong, able or energetic. Kaha. Tō, your, one person singular. Tō. Hau, wind, air or breath. Hau. Inu, to drink. Inu. Ora, to be well, alive, safe or recovered. Ora. Aho or o. Both can mean I or me. Aho, o. Moi, to sleep. Moi. Nui, to be large, big, many or plentiful. Nui.
Katipu, kaora, hei.
Don't go anywhere because after the break, we're going to test what we've just learned. Plus, we'll also be talking about podcasts, another great tool to help you learn te reo. Before that, though, here's te taurawhiri.
Our new word for this week is tōneke, or supermarket trolley. Taken from two words joined together, tō, to haul or to drag, and neke, to shift or to move. So we have joined tō to neke to make tōneke, supermarket trolley.
Katipu, kaora, hei. Katipu, kaora, hei.
To access the podcast, go to www.tokureo.maori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcasts. Click this link to download Tōku Reo Podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. With video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your te reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha.
Katipu, kaora, hei.
And welcome back. Did you know that te reo Māori is actually the first Indigenous language in the world to have podcasts available as a language learning tool?
Podcasts are audio and video files that can be downloaded and used on your iPod, computer or MP3 player.
Yep, so get into it and download the free podcast from our website.
But right now, it's time to test your skills. If you're watching with your whānau, make sure you all get involved. The most important thing is that you give it a go.
Wicked. This first exercise is a chance for you to practice responding to the question, Ko wai tō ingoa? What's your name?
Yeah, and here's an example.
Ko wai tō ingoa? Ko Raimona taku ingoa?
Remember that the clock is counting. Good luck.
Ko wai tō ingoa? Ko ana taku ingoa? Ko wai tō ingoa? Ko rangi taku ingoa? Ko wai tō ingoa? Ko pare taku ingoa? Ka pai! Now let's revisit our friends at the shopping centre. In this exercise, the scene will pause for a few seconds, prompting you to answer the question, how are you, for the different characters. Here's an example.
Kia ora, Māruia. Kei te pēhea koe.
How should Māoria say, very well, thank you?
Ka nui te pai.
Well, I have the timer on you. See if you can beat it.
Kia ora, Māruia. Kei te pēhea koe.
Ka nui te pai. Kei te pēhea koe.
Kei te ora.
Kei te pēhea koe, māhina.
Kei te kaha tonu, kei te pēhea koe.
Te mutunga ke mai o te pai. Everything's going great for me at the moment.
In this next exercise, we'll see if you remember the kupu hau or new words you've learnt today. You'll see the familiar image on screen and your task is to try and remember the correct Māori word that goes with it. Once the image pops up, you'll have only a few seconds to respond before the correct answer is given. Here's an example.
Pau.
Remember to say the word out loud. Let's give it a go. Try and beat the clock.
Taku. Kaha. Tō. Hau. Inu. Ora. Aho. Oh. Moi. Nui. We're just about there, whānau. We've got one last tool to help you in your journey to learning te reo Māori.
Each week, we'll be bringing you some learning tips to guide you. Let's have a look at this week's tip.
Tēnā koutou. This week's learning tip relates to remembering. Research has shown that if you revise something that you've learnt and understood almost immediately after you've learnt it, then a day later and then a week later, you're more likely to retain it in the long term. So we're suggesting that as soon as this episode has finished, that you go into the KU REO website and do the activities there. A day later, you revise all the new language that occurred in this episode, and then you do the same again a week later. That's our learning tip for this week.
That concludes today's show, and to keep in the loop between shows, visit us at www.tokureo.maori.nz. You'll find interactive exercises based on today's show that will keep your reo active and make the most of what you've learnt. You'll also find other Te Whanake resources, including Te Aka, a free online Māori dictionary.
Also, check out our site for the link to podcasts of the Te Whanake series that are available for you to download onto your iPod, MP3 or computer. Now, the more you do at home, the easier it's going to get.
True that. Coming up this week, we have more reo to keep you going. Tune in tomorrow to catch up with our native speakers of te reo and to see how they use the grammar and vocab you've learnt today.
Wicked. Catch you tomorrow. Kia mau.
Kia u
Ki tōku reo.